trend setup. It's called trend setup because I use it when there is a trend development. Trends usually happen after volume accumulation. Now we know what volume accumulation is, so I can mark it in the chart. This is a volume accumulation, and obviously this is a trend. So what happens in a trend? In trend, the institutions are pushing the price aggressively. In this case, they push the price aggressively lower. In a trend, the volume profile is usually very thin. What is the reason behind that? Why the profile is thin when there is a trend? The reason is that the big institutions don't have time to add or accumulate their positions in such a strong and fast price development. They need time to accumulate their positions. So for that reason, the profile is usually very thin. And what I do is that I look for places where with significant volume clusters. In this case, there was a place with a significant volume cluster. Significant volumes got accumulated in this area. And what happened is that strong sellers were pushing the price lower. Then they stopped for a while and they started adding to their selling positions in this sideways price action. After that, when they added enough to their selling positions, they pushed the price even lower from there. So now we know that this volume cluster is actually a place where strong sellers were adding to their selling positions. So if the price comes back to this area, if it makes a pullback to this area, it will most likely make a reaction because those strong sellers will be defending their positions. It's the same logic as in the setup number 1 I was showing you before. So what you do when you see a trend like that, you use the flexible volume profile for the trend area, you look for significant volume clusters like this one, then you look for the heaviest volumes within the volume cluster, which were right there, you draw a line and you wait. You wait until the price returns back to the line, and if there was a downtrend, you enter a short level. You enter a short position, sorry. If there was an uptrend, let's say that this is an uptrend, right? The profile for this area would look, for example, like this. This is a volume cluster. This is a volume cluster with the heaviest volumes accumulated right there. So you draw a line, you wait for pullback, you wait for the price to come back, the area where the volumes were the heaviest, and you go long from there. That's a scenario for uptrend. Let's have a look at 2 examples of the setup number 2. The left profile, the left picture, shows a downtrend. So what you do is you draw a rectangle over the trend area and you view the volumes in that area, and you see that the most significant volumes within the trend area, within the movement, were right there. Those 2 significant volume clusters. So you draw a line from the place where the volumes were the heaviest in those volume clusters. This is the line number 1. This is line number 2. And you wait for a pullback. You wait for the price to come back to the area. In this case, you go short from there. And you wait. You wait. You don't trade the second test. I only trade the first test. So don't trade the second test. Sometimes there is a nice reaction to the second test, as you can see right now, but you will have better results if you only trade the first test. So you wait and you wait until the price reaches the second level you have, and you go short from there. And that's it. in case the price that the price turns a little bit sooner before reaching the level, let's say 1 or 2 or 3 pips sooner, like in this case, you discard the level and you don't trade it anymore because it's already tested. Unfortunately, you weren't able to get into the trade, but the level itself is tested, so you don't trade it anymore. Let's have a look at the second example. There's also a downtrend, so you also draw a rectangle over the downtrend, and you see where the significant volume clusters in this downtrend were. So there's one, there's a second significant volume cluster. Heaviest volumes in the first significant volume cluster were right there. The heaviest volumes in the second volume cluster were right there. So you draw two lines and you wait. You wait for pullback, you go short from there, then again you wait for pullback, and when the price reaches this area you go short from there. This is the setup number 2. I hope that it is clear enough for you guys. It's pretty simple setup and I use it basically every day.